Alright, well, some of you might remember from last year how I had a horrible problem with weeds in my garden. So this year I decided to try a few things different. I put some black plastic down, and I really don't like the idea, although it did work really well for taking care of the weeds that were there. And so hopefully that'll take care of it. I waited this year. I didn't do any tilling. I just brought the mower in when those little rascal weeds showed up, and I just kind of mowed them all off. And then I decided to put some potatoes in using these piles of there's hay, and then I put the potatoes in, and I put a bunch of leaves on top. You see that there and over here, and that's what I did for to try to cut out the weeds again this year. It worked really well for a small section I did last year, and I got my best potatoes ever, so that was great. That little section there with the mushroom soil on top, I'm going to put some kale in there, but I put leaves underneath it to try to block out those rotten weeds from coming up. So we'll see how it works. And I went out this year and I bought a bunch of hay bales just for it's just bedding hay. I just bought it to put around the garden this year, and underneath those things it's just loaded with worms down in under there, which means that my chickens will come out and they'll be able to dig around the edges on the outside, because I'm going to fence it in so they can't get on the inside. But it'll be on the outside. They can get fed real well on their worms and yummies and bugs and all that good stuff. And then this fall I'm planning on just filling this whole thing in with leaves that I gather from the community cleanups and stuff. So, and from grass that I do from mowing and stuff this year. So that's what I'm doing with the garden here this year. Trying something different anyway. Let's see if it works.